Good evening, you are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The Royal Camel Corps is crowned with His Majesty the Sultan's Cup for the National Camel Races 2018. The Ministry of Health discusses mechanisms of activating national strategy programmes for combating drugs and narcotics. And the second forum on information systems in Sultan Qaboos University reviews large data and ways to benefit from it. Those were the headlines, now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency Dr. Hassan Rouhani, President of the Islamic Republic of Iran, on the occasion of the Iranian New Year. His Majesty the Sultan sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency Mamnoon Hussain, President of Pakistan, on his country's National Day. The Royal Camel Corps was crowned with His Majesty the Sultan's Cup for the National Camel Races 2018 in the final race, which was held today on Al Falaj Camel Racetrack in the Wilaya of Barka. The conclusion ceremony, which was organised by Royal Court Affairs for 4 days, included 6 rounds under the auspices of His Excellency Lieutenant General Hassan bin Mohsen al-Shiraki, Inspector General of Police and Customs. His Excellency Syed Badr bin Saud bin Harib Al Busaidi, Minister responsible for Defence Affairs, received General Joseph Votel, Commander of United States Central Command, and his accompanying delegation. During the meeting, they reviewed aspects of existing military cooperation between the two countries, as well as a number of matters of common concern. His Excellency, the Minister responsible for Defence Affairs, also received General Qamar Javed Bajwa, Chief of Staff of the Pakistani Army. The meeting focused on military cooperation between Pakistan and the Sultanate, as well as matters of common concern. The Chief of Staff of the Pakistani Army and his accompanying delegation visited the Sultan's Armed Forces Museum at Beit al-Falaj Castle. During his tour of various facilities of the museum, the guests viewed historic manuscripts and models, as well as the Omani architecture in Beit al-Falaj Castle. He was also briefed on the progress enjoyed by SAF during the prosperous reign of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces. Mechanisms to activate a national programme to combat drugs and narcotics for the years 2018 to 2020 topped the discussions of the National Drugs and Narcotics Committee during its meeting today. The committee also discussed a proposal to conduct and run media and awareness plan programmes by specialised establishments and companies. It also reviewed the latest treatment and rehabilitation projects related to drugs. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Dr. Ahmed bin Mohammed Al Saidi, Minister of Health and Chairman of the National Drugs and Narcotics Committee. Business intelligence and massive data analysis was the theme of the second forum on information systems organised by the College of Economics and Political Science. The forum seeks to enhance cooperation between academics and researchers from Sultan Qaboos University and experts and specialists in the field of large data and opportunities to benefit from them. It included discussion sessions on governance and large data policies, as well as social media. It aimed to acquaint participants with the proper ways of data analysis through usage of the best programs in this field. Still to come in our news bulletin. The Geological Society of Oman holds its annual ceremony. the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. Syrian rebels today released 13 prisoners to the government ahead of a planned evacuation that will see a besieged town in the suburbs of Damascus handed over to government forces. The men, who identified themselves to the media as soldiers and civilians attached to the Syrian army captured by rebels in the fighting for Harasta, cried in relief and thanked God, the army and President Bashar Assad for their freedom. Some 6,000 civilians are expected to depart with the militants, some of them family members of the rebels and others activists and other people afraid of the government's vindictive security services. The deal is the first such arrangement made for a town inside the beleaguered Eastern Ghouta enclave, which has endured 1 month of relentless shelling and bombardment as the government pushed to retake the area after 7 years of revolt. The agreement could serve as a blueprint for other towns in the enclave. The United Nations Security Council unanimously voted to extend the mandate for the panel of experts assisting the Democratic People's Republic of Korea's Sanctions Committee. Jonathan Allen, Britain's Deputy Permanent Representative to the United Nations, said before the vote that they do an absolutely crucial job through their expertise. The mandate is extended for 13 months. The panel is expected to submit a mid-term report to the Council by September 2018 and a final report no later than March 2019. A video of a deadly self-driving vehicle crash in suburban Phoenix showed a pedestrian walking from a darkened area onto a street just moments before an Uber SUV strikes her. The lights on the SUV didn't illuminate 49-year-old Elaine Hertzberg on Sunday night until a second or two before impact, raising questions about whether the vehicle could have stopped in time. The video showed the human backup driver in the SUV looking down until seconds before the crash. The driver looked up and appeared startled during the last moment of the clip. The police chief said that the SUV likely would not be found at fault and it would have been difficult to avoid the collision. The latest northeaster rolled into New England today as millions of others in the northeast began to dig out from the storm that dumped more than a foot of snow in some places and knocked out power to tens of thousands of customers. While some parts of Pennsylvania saw more than a foot of snow, major cities along the Interstate 95 corridor saw much less. Downtown Philadelphia got 7 inches and New York City's Central Park recorded a little less than 7. Airlines cancelled more than 4,000 flights. On the ground, Amtrak scaled back services on the northeastern corridor between Washington and Boston, and some states banned trucks from major highways. At least 2 traffic deaths were reported in New Jersey and on New York's Long Island. Now back to some more local news. The Smart Cities platform affiliated to the Research Council continues to support smart enterprise initiatives in the Sultanate. This came within the framework of its goals to provide an attractive environment for researchers and innovators so as to present smart solutions to the challenges faced by Omani cities, as well as to spread awareness on the importance of intelligent city solutions and raise the efficiency of workers in this field. The Directorate General of Health Services in Al Dakhliya Governorate, in cooperation with the Nursing Department at Niswa Hospital, marked the GCC Nursing Day. More details in the following report by Salah bin Khalfan Al-Rabi.
Nurses perform many important tasks in the care of patients. The GCC Nursing Day, which falls on the 13th of March every year, reflects the importance of nursing care in the healthcare system.
Today we want to honor the hearts of the hospital, the nurses, by celebrating Nurses Day, Nurses GCC Day. Nurses are working hard day in and day out, skipping meals during busy days, awake during the night, and put smiles on the faces of the patient. Good job on your hard work.
The celebration aimed to shed light on the significance and great influence that the nursing put on individuals. It also focused on promoting nurses to exerting more efforts to provide a high-quality nursing care.
This day it is considered a gift and motivation that make us to work hardly and effectively to help all the public as well as sick patient.
This day is inspire us to give more in our professional as a staff nurse, and it is encourage us to learn new techniques and update our skills. That's all lead to improve our community.
During the celebration, a number of nurses from various health institutions were honored for their noble efforts. Nursing is about caring, serving, and helping. Celebrating the GCC Nursing Day promotes the nursing profession and pays tribute to this honorable career. For the Sultanate of Oman Television English News, صالح بن خلفان الرحبي, الداخلية, Governorate.
Muscat University signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the National Training Institute in various fields. The two institutions will work as per the signed memo to enhance development activities that serve their objectives and the business community in the fields of engineering, technology and management. They also will launch a joint cooperation programme to promote scientific activities and cooperation. The Geological Society of Oman highlighted during its annual ceremony its march and role in caring for the geology of Oman. It also renewed its achievements and plans for the upcoming period. The winners of the Geologist Challenges competition were announced during the ceremony. The competition targeted university students in majors related to geology. The Directorate General of Regional Municipalities and Water Resources of Al Dakhliya Governorate celebrated World Water Day at Nizwa Grand Mall. Our reporter Salah bin Khalfan Arabi has more details in the following report.
Water is the elixir of life. Hence, March 22nd of every year marks the World Water Day, which is dedicated globally to acknowledge the importance of water. In celebration of this day, a number of municipalities and educational institutions in Al Dakhliya Governorate took part in this event.
We hope that to increase awareness of water, people need to know that water is important for their health and protect them from many diseases.
The theme of this year's World Water Day is Nature for Water, stressing the importance of preserving water and to ensure its sustainability.
We should all take care of ourselves, especially with water, because it's a very important thing in our life. So we can't live without water, and also the other live, for example, plants and other things, they can't live without water.
The event aimed at promoting awareness and conveying messages about the value of water among all sectors of the society. It included an exhibition that aimed to remind people about the importance of water and ways to conserve it, besides the right way to use it. Indeed, water is not only essential for life, but it also provides a host of health benefits. Celebrating World Water Day signifies the importance and value of this precious resource globally. For the Sultanate of Oman Television English News, Salih bin Khalfan al-Rahbi, Al-Dakhliya, Governorate.
Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over the Sultanate with chances of low clouds and fog late at night and early morning over the governorates of South Sharqiya, Dhofar and Worcester. Winds will be northwesterly, light to moderate. Seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1 metre. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Royal Camel Corps is crowned with His Majesty the Sultan's Cup for the National Camel Races 2018. The Ministry of Health discusses mechanisms of activating national strategy programmes for combating drugs and narcotics. And the second Forum on Information Systems in Sultan Qaboos University reviews large data and ways to benefit from it. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.